back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I will be sharing a recipe for Chinese style fried chicken. I already have 2 recipes on my channel, but I figure I'd do it again and address all the questions I had in the first video. You know, people was asking a lot of questions, and in this video, I'll address all of that. Now, what I did was brine the chicken first. This part is very important because if you skip this step, your chicken will be bland, basically. So I brined the chicken first, but I didn't get to show that part because I decided on the last minute to actually share the recipe again. So I brine it in sugar, salt, and water. I will leave all the correct measurements and ingredients in the description box. Then the next day, what I did was rinse the chicken really well. And now we'll proceed to the next step. So for the ingredients, I have here some soy sauce. I have some Hoisin sauce. I'll be using some star anise. I have garlic, ginger, green onions or scallions. I'll be using some Chinese 5-spice, some chicken powder or chicken bouillon, and some white pepper. You can use black pepper if you like. So to a large pot, I did add about 10 cups of water and we'll go in with the soy sauce. Now it will look like a lot of soy sauce, but it's really not. For, to give that chicken the flavor, you need a lot of soy sauce. So we will add all the ingredients here and we will mix well and we'll allow it to come up to a boil or a simmer before we add the chicken. Next, you want to add the chicken and you want to allow it to parboil for about 20 minutes. Once the chicken is nicely parboiled, wait until the water starts to actually boil before you start counting the time down, okay? And once your chicken is parboiled for 20 minutes, it will float up to the top. That's how you know that it's time to remove the chicken. Once it floats up like that, we'll remove it and we'll place it on a wire rack to drain. You do not want to fry your chicken when it's wet. So allow it to drain off, and then before you actually place it into the oil to fry it, you will pat it dry with a paper towel. So one of the questions I got was, can we use the broth that the chicken was boiling in? And yes, you can reuse the broth. What I did was added it to a small saucepan and then add some cornstarch to thicken it, and it can be used as a dipping sauce for the chicken. Once you add the cornstarch in there and it thickens, you turn your heat off and set aside. Now, if it seems a bit too salty, before you add the cornstarch, you want to add a little bit of water to dilute it. And yeah, it can be used. Now we will proceed to frying the chicken. We will fry it in oil and we will be using the air fryer. Because another question I got was, can we use the air fryer for the chicken? And the answer is yes, you can use the air fryer. So now we will add 2 of the leg quarters to the air fryer and I have it preheated to 375. We'll cook it for about 12 minutes. And this is how it looks. Once it's golden brown, the skin is nice and crispy. You can remove it and place it on the wire rack to drain before we cut into it and see what it looks like. And remember that the cooking time will vary depending on the size of your chicken. So bear that in mind. Now this is the chicken once it is all done. The one on your left is the air fried chicken and the one on your right is the chicken that was fried in actual oil. Now they taste exactly the same once I cut into it. The only difference I will say is the air fried chicken, the skin was a bit more crispy than the other one, but it was absolutely delicious. It was juicy, tender, moist, and flavorful. And I did serve it up with some vegetable chow mein and sweet and sour shrimp. It was delicious. My entire family enjoyed it and I hope you all give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I will leave all the ingredients that I used down in my description box and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy.